you? Hope you are safe at your home. Welcome back to today's Vidyanagar online science class. We are about to continue our 11th chapter, Force and Pressure. We are going to discuss about non-contact forces in our today's class. And the examples for non-contact forces are magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. We are going to discuss about these forces in detail in our today's class. Shall we begin our today's class? Okay. What are non-contact forces? Non-contact forces are the forces act on an object without coming in contact with it. Non-contact forces are the forces act on an object without coming in contact with it. Or non-contact forces are the forces which exerted between two objects without the contact between them. Right. So, non-contact forces are the forces exerted between two objects without the contact between these objects. Or non-contact forces are the forces act on an object without coming in contact with it. Clear? So it's a force exerted between two objects without the contact between the objects. Clear? Okay. So first example for the non-contact force is a magnetic force. What is magnetic force? Magnetic force is the force exerted between two magnets, or it is a force exerted between the poles of the magnet. As you know, there are two poles for a magnet, North Pole and South Pole. Which are the two poles of magnet? North Pole and South Pole. Are you remembering the properties of magnets? What are the properties? The properties are: like poles repels and unlike poles attracts. What it means, like poles repels? As I told you, there are two poles for a magnet, North Pole and South Pole. If we show two North Poles together, you can see the repulsion. So, two North Pole means like pole or same poles, north. Two North Poles. There you can see the repulsive force. So which is that force? Repulsive force. Repulsion means what? They come away from it. That is repulsion. When we show two same poles, you can see the magnets, repulsion. The attractive force, the force, it's away from each other, right? And when we show one South Pole and one North Pole, which means different poles, North and South, there you can see the attraction, which means different poles or unlike poles attract each other. Attraction means what? You can see that attractive force. When we bring different poles, when we bring same poles, you can see that attraction, repulsion. It move away from each other, moving away from each other. So that is repulsion. When we come close to each other, that is attraction. So unlike poles like South and North, there is attractive force, and the like poles like one North and another North, repulsion, one South, another South, repulsion. Which means like poles or same poles like NN, north, south, repulsive force, and unlike poles like north and south, you can see the attraction. So I told you, magnetic force is the force exerted between two magnets, right? So when we bring the poles of the magnet, you can see either attractive force or repulsive force. We don't want to touch these magnets. We just want to show only, right? So is there any contact between the magnets? No. Is there any contact between the magnets? No, we are just showing only, right? We are just bringing the poles of the magnets near to each other. We don't want to touch these magnets. Without touching, you can see the application of force like repulsion or attraction. which means magnetic force is an example of non-contact force. Why? There is no contact between the poles of the magnet. Right? So we have to bring, or we have to show these magnets just near to each other. You can see the application of force like either it is repulsion or attraction. So the thing you have to get from this activity is that there is no contact between the poles of the magnet. If there is no contact, such forces are non-contact forces. In that way, magnetic force is an example of non-contact force, because when we bring the magnets near to each other, there is an exertional force like repulsive force or attractive force. We don't want to touch these magnets, right? So in that case, magnetic force is an example of non-contact force, and non-contact forces are the forces act on an object without coming contact between the objects, right? And magnetic force is an example of non-contact force. Electrostatic force. Before giving an explanation about the electrostatic force, let me tell you about an activity. Like, take a plastic scale or a comb, right? Then rub thoroughly on your head. Rub it thoroughly on your head. After that, show that rubbed scale or plastic comb towards a piece of paper. Right, there you can see the plastic paper stick on the comb or plastic scale. What you have to do? Take a plastic scale or comb, rub it thoroughly on your head, then show that scale or comb towards a small paper piece. You don't want to touch on the paper, you just show that. So you can see that paper piece stick on the scale or comb. Rub a scale or plastic comb on your head thoroughly. After, show that comb or plastic scale towards a small piece of paper. There you can see paper piece stick on the comb or plastic scale. Why? Because on rubbing, plastic scale or comb gets charged or acquires charge. So this is a new term for you. On rubbing, substances acquires charge. So on rubbing the plastic scale or the comb on our hair, that plastic scale or the comb gets charged or acquires charge. And when we show that plastic comb, charged comb or plastic scale towards a piece of paper, what happens there? You see that charge transferred to a small piece of paper. That charge transferred to a small piece of paper, which means that paper also gets energy, gets charge. That paper also gets charge. So now you can see two charged objects, right? So if there is two charged objects, there you can see some force. That force is electrostatic force. So on rubbing, scale or the plastic comb acquires charge, and this acquired charge transferred to the small piece of paper, which means that piece of paper also gets charged. When there is two charged objects, there you can see the exertion of force. That force is electrostatic force. Then how we give a correct definition to the electrostatic force? Electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. Electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. Right? So, plastic scale or the comb or paper piece. After getting charge, paper piece also acquires charge, which means two charged objects. So, there is a force, that force is electrostatic force. And the definition wise, electrostatic force is a force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. So, one charged body exert force on another charged body or uncharged body. Right? So, that is electrostatic force. So, electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. So, this charged body exert force on another charged body or uncharged body. That is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. That is electrostatic force. Electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. Electrostatic force is the force exerted by a charged body on another charged body or uncharged body. Right? So, here I told you we have to show the charged comb or plastic scale towards the paper strip. Right? We don't want to touch that paper, which means there is no contact between the scale or comb or paper. If there is no contact, such forces are non-contact force. So, electrostatic force is an example of non-contact force because here there is no contact between the paper strip or the charged object. So, without the contact, there is the application of force. Such forces are non-contact force, which means electrostatic force is an example of non-contact force. Next one is gravitational force. You may heard about Newton's story of apple, right? When he was sitting under an apple tree, suddenly an apple fell down on his head. So that incident gave us very important concept to the world of science, that is gravitation. What is gravitation? Before discussing about the gravitation, let me discuss with you some examples like why all the objects falling down, why it is not moving to any other directions, like whether it is a coconut, whether it is an apple or mango, whatever, when it is detached from the branch, suddenly it comes down, right? Why it is not moving there or there, why it is suddenly or directly come towards the earth. And another thing, you see, why rain comes down, why it is not moving up, why rainwater comes down, why the water from the hills flows down, why it is not moving to other. Because in these all the situations, it is clear that earth pulls every object towards it. Whether it is a mango, apple or even the human beings itself, earth is pulling every object towards it. Earth is pulling the object towards it. That pull is gravitational force. That pull is gravitational force, which means earth attracts every object towards it. So that attractive force is gravitational force. Even in case of us, right, while we are standing, in the previous class we discussed it as the frictional force, right, just like, but in this case now we have to consider that as the gravitational force. When a person is standing, why he or she can able to walk or run? Because there is two forces like frictional force and the gravitational force. So everything in this universe attracted by the earth. That attraction or that pull is gravitational force. That's why coconut falls down, mango falls down, water comes down. This all the case, there is only one reason, that is gravitation. What is gravitation? Earth pulls or earth attracts every object towards its center. Right? That is gravitational force. And another very important thing, right? In these cases, is there any contact between the objects? No, that apple is suddenly falling down. Whether the earth is, touching on it? No, it is coming towards the earth. So there is no contact. So if there is no contact, such forces are non-contact forces. Such forces are non-contact forces, which means gravitational force is an example of non-contact force. Gravitational force is an example of non-contact force. What is gravitational force? Gravitational force is a force between the objects and earth. Earth is always pulls or attracts objects towards it. That attractive force is gravitational force, and gravitational force is an example of non-contact force. It's time for us to conclude our today's class. I hope you got it the points. Watch the video carefully. We will meet you soon with another video. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead.